Greg, will you please bring back Greg Answers Questions? Okay!
Greg answers questions. If you have questions, Greg answers questions for you.
Well, hello there, friendly friends. Give me just a second. I have to get over here. Just give me a second here. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Hello there, friendly friends. Welcome back to Greg Answers Questions. This is my first Greg Answers Questions to be done with a cast on my leg. I got an ankle thing. If you didn't know about it, you probably did know about it because a lot of you asked questions about my ankle. You asked questions like, how'd you damage your leg? How'd you get the cast? How sore is your butt? These are good questions. Butt's pretty sore, actually. I'm talking to these people over here. There's some people. You see them right over there? You see them? Follow my finger. See? That's where they are. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. Yes, you're a good boy. Where was I? Talking about my butt? You know what really doesn't hurt as much as my butt just getting sore by sitting in one position all the time? It's my back. Because I've mostly had to lay way back with my leg raised up high. That's just not a whole lot of fun. But luckily, as of yesterday, I got my sutures out. Those are like big stitches, and they're gone. And now it means that, you know, for a lot of the day, I'm able to actually sit up and I can put my leg down. And that's the good news. How I got in this cast is, it's actually not a very exciting story. But I'll tell you, I tore 2 tendons in my ankle. And this is so silly, because of leg cramps in my calf, which apparently are very common. Some people call them Charlie horses. Charlie horse, it sounds so much cuter, doesn't it? Call it a Charlie horse. It's not cute, doesn't feel good, hurts a lot, and apparently they were so bad that the pain would just shoot all the way down to my ankle, and I didn't realize that the way that you... Here's a little something that might help you. If you ever get a Charlie horse, like you're just sleeping in bed in the middle of the night and all of a sudden your leg just tenses up and it feels like someone's stuck like a fork in your muscle and is just twisting it, what you have to do is you have to get out of bed and walk around. See, I didn't know that, and I was trying to like turn my leg forward and backward and all sorts of stuff. It helps if you pull your toes toward you. But anyway, I didn't know that, so the pain just shot all the way down to my ankle and it just ripped my ankle apart. I know, it's not fun to even just talk about this stuff. That's why Marcus Hughes Cook says, let's focus on the positives. Yay! What's the best thing about wearing a cast? Well, I'll tell you, Marcus Hughes Cook, it's because I really can't do a whole lot. You know, when you're on crutches, you can't really carry anything, and you certainly can't clean the house, take out the garbage, do laundry and dishes. You know, you just can't do that stuff. So, luckily, I've just allowed my wife to take care of me, which is really nice. Speaking of my wife, Angela Farkas says, hey Greg, I'm glad you have your mom here to take care of you, but I'm wondering why didn't your wife take care of you? Well, my mom was here for 2 weeks, and actually they were both taking care of me at the same time. But my mom decided to come in from out of town because she knew Kim would be really busy, because Kim, as you probably know, is a producer. She produced you know, The Guild and Gorgeous Tiny Chicken Machine Show and all sorts of stuff, and she and her partner Felicia just launched the new Geek and Sundry channel. So that's what she's been really busy with. Basically, there's like half a dozen new shows that she's producing for the web. That's a lot of stuff to produce. That's a lot of shows. And before E says, what? You can't shave with a cast on your leg? Man, you try just balancing. You try balancing on one leg and shaving at the same time. It's hard enough just to wash my face. Patrick Riley says, are you going to keep the beard? You know, it's driving me crazy, and I'm not going to keep it. For one thing, I'm doing an interview for TV this week, and I don't really want to look like an old homeless guy, because there's a lot of gray in this beard, and it's really starting to look scraggly. So I'm thinking I might go to one of those old-fashioned barbershops to get a shave, you know, like with a straight razor. I've kind of always wanted to do that. Put my life in the hands of some person I don't know who has a straight razor against my throat. That might be fun. So if I do, I'll take you guys with me. I think I might do that maybe on Monday. Chad Heath says, what are you doing to keep yourself sane while mending? Keep myself sane? I've never been sane. I hang out, I watch a lot of movies. I've been spending a lot of time on Facebook and Twitter and, you know, calling friends, and I waste a lot of time. I sleep a lot. You know, when I was on the drugs, I slept almost all day. The drugs were horrible. Which brings me to James Thomas Hill, my old friend James Hill. You might remember him. We were reunited in the high school reunions video.
James!
Greg!
James!
Greg! Come
That's my old friend James. Now we keep in touch on Facebook. He says, Greg, doped up, I would so be taping you if I lived there. You would just be taping me sleeping. Because when I was on those horrible drugs, and I mean, those narcotics are awful. They're not fun in the least. You just sleep, and then when you're awake, you feel like you're in a daze. I was on OxyContin and oxycodone, and I hated them. I got off of them after like 6 days or so. I just couldn't stay on them any longer. I'd rather just feel some pain than be all out of it. And it took me like 3 or 4 days just to get them out of my system. I couldn't sleep at night. It was crazy. James Reginald Hope, which is such a good name, says, your appearance on Beer and Board Games was great. Would you consider doing any more collab videos of Blame Society? I've done a lot of collab videos of Blame Society films. In fact, I'd say they are my favorite people to do collabs with. We did Father's Day Hoedown. We did like, I think 6 episodes of Gay Leprechaun. We did the 2 Beer and Board Games. There's a video I did with them on Game Society films. And coming up to Mediocre Films within the next 2 weeks maybe is a music video parody that we did. It's the Gimme Pizza video by the Olsen Twins. So if you guys know that video, I hope that you enjoy our version of it. And if you don't know that video, maybe you should go and watch it. Gimme Pizza! You can find it. You can find it at full speed and slowed down. I prefer it slowed down. I think it's hilarious. Garrett Martin says, hey Greg, how do you define success? Would you consider yourself a successful person? You know, Garrett, I love this question. I love this question. But I want you to know I do not define success with money. I think success has nothing to do with money. I think that to be a successful person, you need to be happy, have the ability to surround yourself with friends, family, with people you like, things that you enjoy doing, and you need to be able to spread that happiness to other people. So that's what I try to do, and I think that I've been at least reasonably successful, or successful most of the time. So that's, I think, you know, has nothing to do with money or things that you have, like a new toaster. I did get a new toaster. Okay, new toaster does buy you happiness. Money may not buy you happiness, but new toaster does. This shirt's bugging me. Haley Jordan says, what is your opinion on nipples? Excellent question, Haley Jordan. I approve of them. I do. I think they're okay. Ryan McAfee says, have you seen my stapler? These are all good questions. Ryan, I'm sorry I have not seen your stapler. Please do not set the building on fire. Neil Schermhorn says, tell us about your new toaster. Hey, I was just talking about that. Is it better than the one you hated? It's not only better, it's way cheaper. My mom, when she was visiting in town, says, I'm getting rid of this stupid old toaster. And she went to Target and she bought like a $25 Black & Decker toaster, and it's awesome. And no, this is not a Black & Decker commercial. That's a free shout out to Black & Decker. They make a good solid toaster oven. That's all I'm saying. Brad Lee says, just wondering, whatever happened to your friend whose apartment caught on fire? I believe he stayed with you for a while. You're talking about my friend Malachi. Malachi did stay with me for a short while after his apartment burned down. Then he left LA. And he said he was coming back, but after he spent a bunch of time with his dad, he was taking care of his dad, he decided to move off to New York City, where he is now in an improv troupe, and he is really doing well. He's enjoying his life, he's having a great time. I'm personally a little sad that he didn't move back to LA, because I like him, but he's off in New York having a great time. So Malachi, if you're watching this, congratulations, buddy. I am thrilled that you got your life back in order. That is exciting. New York is exciting. Arvid Brahms says, what are your top 3 bucket list things to do? I don't know. I just like your name, and I just wanted to say Arvid Brahms. I don't know what they are. Tad Shackles says, hey, you want to grab a beer after at VidCon this year? I don't drink beer, Tad. Yes, I was on Beer and Board Games, but I didn't drink beer on that either. I drank cider. I'd go grab some nachos with you. Let's get some nachos. Okay, you and me, Tad Shackles, we're getting some nachos at VidCon. I'm excited about VidCon. That's going to be fun. It was so much fun the past 2 years. This year it's going to be much bigger. It's in Anaheim, and it's going to be great. And speaking of traveling, Christian Bruce Peterson says, will you be attending PAX this year? That's PAX, not PAX East, but PAX in Seattle. I think so. We haven't made our plans yet. but Kim and I have friends in Seattle, and we like going to PAX. It's a very friendly convention, and it's a fun show. So I think that we will be going to PAX. The tough thing is it's at the same time as Dragon Con, and Dragon Con's amazing. So I'm trying to figure out, am I going to go to Dragon Con or PAX? I don't know. If I had a free room or something at either one, then that would obviously help. If anybody has any connections to PAX or Dragon Con. Mikhail Stefani says, Greg, are you coming to Poland this year? Smiley face. Well, I'll tell you something. I think I am. Because I just got contacted by the people who took some YouTubers out to Poland last year. If you haven't seen the Poland videos, they're a lot of fun. You should check those out. Gosh, I think it's the first 2 weeks of August this year. And if I can work it out, yes. Yes, I'm going to be there. Finally, Wesley Coolin says, hey Greg, where did the clickable boat go? That's it for now. I'm going to try to heal up as quick as I can because here we are, it's the middle of April, and by the end of May, I have to be walking again because here's the really good news. I am shooting a feature film. It's the one feature film that I've written. I wrote it with my friend Mike. He's directed another feature. He's going to direct this one too, and I'm going to have one of the big parts in it, one of the main parts that I wrote for myself. It's going to be fun. It's an R-rated comedy about swingers. That's all I can tell you. It's got a bunch of people in it and stuff. I want to thank people who sent me mail. Ed Medrano sent me a very lovely card. DJ Trish sent me some mix CDs. I also got mix CDs from Daryl. Daryl sent me a couple of really good mix CDs. They're both really good. It's so much fun. If you ever want to send a mix CD, feel free. I love music. You know I love music. My P.O. box is in the description. And this was actually one of my favorite letters that I got. It's a 3-page letter from someone in Poland whose name I can't really read, but it looks like Marta, maybe? And she, or he, I don't know, says, and I beg your pardon for not knowing, says that I've watched 2 of your videos. They've only watched 2 of my videos. Who knows, maybe when I watch more videos, I'll subscribe to you. I'll think about it. That's one of my favorites. I thought that was a great letter. So thanks for that. I'm glad that for some reason after watching 2 videos you decided to send a 3-page letter all the way from Poland. That was awesome. That's enough talking. These videos are long, but you've been asking for a GAQ, and you got yourself a GAQ. I'm sorry I didn't give you a remix at the beginning. I just gave you the original. I mean, what do you think I'm going to do? End this video with some sort of like a heavy metal remix? That's crazy.
Greg answers questions if you have questions.